Thank you for joining me for yet another unboxing video, and today we have the board game, The Rocketeer, Fate of the Future, for ages 12 plus for 2 players. A game by Prospero Hall, brought to you by Funko Games. Again, ages 12 plus, 2 players. It takes about 45 minutes to play. The Rocketeer, Fate of the Future. Trouble is brewing high above the city of angels. The mysterious Rocketeer, who can blast through the skies with an ingenious jetpack, must stop a sinister plot. Hollywood actor Neville Sinclair is scheming to steal the rocket's blueprints. This breakthrough of modern engineering could revolutionize the future of flight. But in Sinclair's hands, it could fuel the dark future of warfare. Play as the heroes or the villains in this action-packed strategy game for 2 players. Whether for good or evil, you will determine the fate of the future. 7 miniatures, including the Zeppelin Luxembourg. Table of contents, again, it's brought to you by Funko Games. For more information, go to funkogames.com. You can find them all over the internet and the various social media sites. This game was released in 2021 by Funko LLC. It's a game by Prospero Hall. So, let's crack this bad boy open and see what kind of goodness we have on the inside. Of course, you gotta love that artwork. Absolutely stunning. And the way the light's hitting it right now, it just has a real nice glow to it, which is really, really outstanding. Very, very cool. Oh, and on the inside of the box, we have right away, you can see we have a cool little map in here. Got Pee-wee's house, the observatory, Chapel Airfield. It says Bulldog Cafe, City Hall, the Brown Derby, Musso and Frank Grill, Grauman's Chinese Theater, Hollywood Bowl, Schwab's Pharmacy, Chateau Marmont. Oh, it says Santa Barbara up top there, Hollywoodland, Palm Springs on this side. You've got more stuff here to Mexico. And what's it on down here? It says Catalina Island. All right, so we continue moving around where we were. We're down here. Beverly Hills Hotel, Carthay Circle Theater, the Old Horseshoe Tavern, South Seas Club, Crossroads of the World, the Coconut Grove, the Brown Derby, again, City Hall. Then we have the Biltmore Hotel, the Ambassador Hotel, Hollywood Park, the movie studios, Chasen's. Of course, we're talking about Los Angeles, California. Ocean Park Amusement Pier, and Venice Oil Fields. So you got a cool little map right there on the back of the front cover. Very, very cool. You got your instructions. Oh, take a look at this. So again, ages 12 plus, 2 players, takes about 45 minutes to play. Here are our instruction books. Everything that's included in the game. The game setup right here. If you want to learn how to play very quickly, funkogames.com/play Fate of the Future. Object, fight for the plans to keep them out of your enemy's hands. The fate of the future depends on it. Gain final cards if you have the plans or control locations around Los Angeles. When the Luxembourg Zeppelin reaches Los Angeles on its goodwill tour, use your final cards to add up your points. The player with the most points wins. Tells you how to play. Your rounds reveal the current events, take character turns, gain rewards, prepare for a new round. Reveal the current events. There's a current event card. Take character turns. Moving, explains all that. Rocketeer movement, tussle, shield, knocked out, an example of tussling. Gain grit, gain clout, draw a card, draw a final card. Or a draw a finale card, sorry, raise rocket token, heroes only, see end of game. We here recruit a soldier, ambush, soldiers. An example of how an ambush happens. Gain rewards, the observatory, 1635 Palm Terrace, Bulldog Cafe. Gain rewards examples at Chapel Airfield, an example of that. The plans Plan reward, Clout reward, Rocket skill reward, Soldier reward. Prepare for a new round. End of the game. When the Luxembourg Zeppelin reaches Los Angeles, the final round is played and the game is over. Note, the Zeppelin cannot move past Los Angeles. Each player flips all the finale cards face up and adds up their points. The player with the most points wins. If there's a tie, the player with the most finale cards wins. If there's still a tie, the player with the plans wins. Frequently asked questions on the back. Again, brought to you by Funko Games. More information, go to funkogames.com. Of course, as it said right in the front, best way to learn how to play the game is funkogames.com/play Fate of the Future. You can check that out and see if this game is for you. So there's your rule book. And then we have this, which has a Rocketeer helmet on. It says here in the back, prepare yourself for a shock. I'm the Rocketeer. The Rockahoo. And there's your game board. You have Chapel Airfield, Bulldog Cafe, 1635 Palm Terrace. You have Sinclair Mansion, South Seas Club, and of course you also have the observatory. So there is your game board. We have the plans, some cards. They're right here. Very cool. The plans, blue. The finale. A bunch of those cards. Let's take a look at these. Have a fun little bag to keep them in. So we've got the plans. So you try and keep these out of the hands of the villains. Finale, so what those are. To gain points, 3 points, 2 points, plus 2 points if you control the observatory, plus 2 points if you still have the plans, plus 2 points if you control Sinclair Mansion, plus 2 points if you have the upper hand token, plus 2 points if you control the South Seas Club, 3 points, plus 2 points if you control the Bulldog Cafe, 3 points, plus 1 point for every 2 clout, 0 points, but heroes plus points equal to the current rocket skill, villains plus points equal to the number of soldiers on the game board, plus 1 point for every gift, plus 1 point for each of your characters who is not knocked out, don't include soldiers, plus 1 point for each opposing character who is knocked out, 3 points, plus 2 points if you control Chapel Airfield, plus 2 points if you have the plan, this plan. Again, we read that before. 3 points, 3 points, 3 points, 3 points, 3 points. 2 points, plus 2 points if you control 1635 Palm Terrace. So there's how you gain extra points to win the game with your finale cards. We've got a whole bunch of tokens, so I can show you some of those. We've got a star. Plus 1 token. There you go. Again, the explanation for these tokens are all in the rulebook. Looks like one of the soldiers. Yep, got a bunch of them, and they're all the same, front and backs. And these are all your soldier tokens. You've got this that looks like that, and on this side it says, don't know. So there you go. Of course, this is based on the movie, The Rocketeer, which was a Disney film. Of course, you got a token that looks like that. So you got tokens for good side and you got tokens for bad guys. So this is the good guys. Blue is the bad guys. Another circle token, just like the other one. There you go. Got one of these. So you see, you got One's for the good guys, one for the bad guys. So you see it right there. Then you have a whole mess of these tokens right here. Look like this. Show you just one of those. Again, not quite sure what they're used for, but we'll put those right up here. And then we got a whole bunch of ones that look like this. And they look like points. So we'll put these over to here, right here in the front. I'll show you one of these up close. Okay. So there you go. And as you can tell, you got a whole stack of those right here. Okay, that's all of your tokens that you have in the game. We also have more cards. Nowadays, what would a game be without cards? So we have a reference card right off the bat, which tells you all of the different icons. Raise rocket token, draw finale card, draw +1 card, move, tussle, shield, gain grit, gain clout. If you have the plans, hide them. If you don't have the plans, flip a plans card face up. Take the upper hand token. The player with the token draws an additional card at the end of the round. And the reference tells you reveal the current events, take a character turn, gain rewards, prepare for the new round. So that tells you your rounds. This tells you your icons. There you go. Important to have that card. Then you have a deck for the heroes. So I'll see all the cards are set up exactly the same way. All the fronts or backs, depending how you want to look at it, are the same. Over here we have your photo, points it's worth, title, again more icons, and there you go. If the villain is knocked out in this tussle, draw a finale card, making headlines. Searching, if the villains have the plans, flip a plans card face up. A little luck, discard the top card of your deck. If it shows this, then add those. Speaking role, basic aviation. Making headlines. If the villain is knocked out in this tussle, draw a finale card. A little luck. Discard the top card of your deck if it shows that icon. Pack a wallop. For each grit discarded, increase this tussle strength by 2 instead of 1. Basic aviation. Blindside. Again, all these icons here are explained to you in the core rulebook. You cannot discard grit to increase this tussle strength, and the villain cannot shield this tussle. Put it in neutral, move to any other location and take the location action. Millie's cooking, each hero who is not knocked out gains a grit. Each hero who is knocked out stands up. Rocket charge, the tussle strength is equal to the current rocket skill +1. Put it in neutral, move to any other location and take the location action. Smashing success, you cannot discard grit to increase this tussle strength, and the villain cannot shield this tussle. Smashing success, you cannot discard grit to increase this tussle strength, and the villain cannot shield this tussle. Searching, if the villains have the plans, flip a plans card face up. Keep it hidden. If your heroes have the plans, hide them. Teamwork, if Cliff and Peavy are at the same location, draw a finale card. And if either is knocked out, stand them up. Searching, pack a wallop. For each grit discarded, increase this tussle strength 2 instead of 1. Basic aviation, keep it hidden. Sell it for scrap. Gain as many clout as the current rocket skill +1. Teamwork, if Jenny and Peavy are at the same location, draw a finale card, and if either is knocked out, stand them up. Speaking role, grand heroics. Call in the feds. After the tussle, you may choose a villain at an adjacent location to, again, the icon explained. Blindside, you cannot discard grit to increase this tussle strength, and the villain cannot shield this tussle. We saw these. A little luck, discard the top card of your deck. Then if it shows this, then you get those. Rocket charge, pack a wallop, and teamwork. We read all those cards. So there you go. That's the hero deck, along with their reference card. Now you have the villain deck, which has the same reference card as the heroes have. Of course, then you have your villain deck. And these are your events, which we'll get back to those. So take a look at these real quick. So again, snatch and grab. If the heroes have the plans, choose a hero, flip the plan card. If it's not already flipped, if that hero has a blueprint, steal and hide them. Making headlines. We read that in the last one. Secret Army, you may discard 3 clout to ambush. Goodwill Tour. Teamwork. If Sinclair and Valentine are at the same location, draw a finale card, and if either is knocked out, stand them up. Determination. Discard a grit to move to any other location and take that the location action. Determination. Discard a grit to move to any other location and take the location action. Secret Army. Where is it? If the heroes have the plans, flip a plan card face up. Again, this is the villain deck. Of course, they're all set up. The icons that you see on all the cards, of course, and on the sides over here and over here, of course, all explained in the core rulebook. Making headline to says here, if the hero is knocked out in this tussle, draw a finale card. Sucker Punch. If you cannot discard grit to increase this tussle strength and the hero cannot shield this tussle. My Own Stunts. After the tussle, Sinclair may swap locations with Lothar or Valentine if they are knocked out. Sucker Punch. Determination. Discard a grit to move to any other location and take the location action. The Valentine Gang. After the tussle, you may choose a different hero. Condolence Call. Move to any other location with a hero and take the location action. Secret Army. Teamwork. Brute Force. For each grit discarded, increases tussle strength by 2 instead of 1. Where is it? Brute Force. Secret Army. Valentine Gang. Making headlines. Decoy Rocket. If the villains have the plans, hide them. Triple My Price. Where is it? Teamwork. Number 3, Box Office Star. Muscle for Hire. If Lothar is not knocked out, place him at Sinclair's location. And then this. My Own Stunts, read that. Brute Force, read that. Muscle for Hire, read that. Triple My Price, read that. Goodwill Tour. Decoy Rocket, read that one. So that is your villains deck. And their reference card and their reference card of the icons and each of the steps of the round. Another set of cards. Extra current events of Los Angeles. You flip these over. Shady business at Sinclair Mansion. The player with the plans may hide them. Goon on the Loose. The villain player may place Lothar at any location. If Lothar is knocked out, he stands up. Hero player chooses. Down here it was Sinclair Mansion. Smooth Sailing at the South Seas. Each player draws a card at the South Seas Club. Sinclair Charms Hollywood Hopeful. Place Ginny and Sinclair at the South Seas Club. If they are knocked out, stand them up. South Seas Club. Bulldog Cafe Put on Leash. Each character who is not knocked out gains a grit. Bulldog Cafe. Clown Show becomes Frown Show. Each player places a character at Chapel Airfield. If they are knocked out, stand them up. Palm Terrace Home turned into Gazebo. Each character at 1635 Palm Terrace is placed at Bulldog Cafe. Soldiers are not affected. Star spotted at the observatory. All characters who are knocked out stand up. Hugh visits Chapel Airfield. Each player gains clout. The player with the plans gains an additional clout. Again, Hughes visits Chapel Airfield. Man flies without plane. The hero player may place Cliff at any location. If Cliff is knocked out, he stands up. So those are your current event cards for the game. We also have a board for our Luxembourg North American Goodwill Tour. Los Angeles, Denver, St. Louis, Chicago, Washington, D.C., and Lakehurst. On the back, it says the Rocketeer Fate of the Future, title of the game. So we'll put that over to here. Your characters: Eddie Valentine. Secret Army. Only one soldier may be at each location. Soldiers may only take the actions on the left of a card with their character symbol. Soldiers cannot use abilities. Only one soldier may take the actions on each card. They cannot be split. Soldiers cannot gain or discard grit. If a soldier cannot shield a tussle, they retreat to Sinclair's board. They are not knocked out. Soldiers cannot have the rocket blueprint. So there's Eddie Valentine's card. Or player board, I should say. You have Lothar. Oops, sorry about that. Then you have Jenny Blake, the beautiful Jenny Blake. Then you also have P.V. Peabody. So you got 4 of those. Of course, you have the Cliff Secord, the Rocketeer, our main hero. And then you have the main villain, Neville Sinclair, recruited soldiers. And that's the main villain. Put him up there. And you also get some miniatures for this game. So the first one, which is pretty cool, is the Luxembourg, which is the Zeppelin. Very cool. You have the Damsel in Distress. Again, not the highest of details miniature, but it will do. Very cool. Needs a little warm water because he's leaning back pretty badly, but it's the scientist. Okay. And then, of course, you have the Rocketeer himself. It's always, whenever you have figures that are molded out of this type of yellow plastic, it's difficult to see the details, but the details are pretty cool on this with these figures. A lot more I'll see on the Rocketeer because he's the main character. But you get, if you spray him with some gray primer or white primer, all those details on there will pop nicely. And you should paint them relatively well. There he is, the Rocketeer. You get your bad guys. You have an oversized goon. So again, with the blue, it kind of gives you a better idea of the detail. Again, are they the most detailed miniatures you've ever seen? No, but you know what? They do the trick. I do like it. There you go. And last but not least, you have your Neville Sinclair. He's got his handy dandy sword in his hand. He is this handsome swashbuckler. There you have it. And he's the arch nemesis of the Rocketeer. So there you have it. That's everything that's included. Oh, nope. And actually, I have one more figure. Sorry about that. It got rattled around the box. I'm glad I found him. This is the mob boss right there. Okay, there you go. So you get a total of 7 miniatures, tokens, cards, everything that you need. So again, as I was saying before, this concludes our unboxing of, this is everything that's included, and this concludes our unboxing of the Rocketeer, Fate of the Future, for ages 12 plus, for 2 players, game by Prospero Hall, brought to you by Funko Games. As always, thank you so much for joining us for this unboxing video. It's truly appreciated. If you enjoyed it, give us a thumbs up and leave a comment below. Of course, you can always hit that subscribe button. This way you're kept up to date as to any time we release new content to the page. As always, thank you so much for joining us. Be safe, be well, enjoy the remainder of your day, and we'll catch you on the next unboxing video.